everybody. Happy Friday, end of another week. And today we're going to be popping to Tesco to get some little food bits for our Halloween evening. And it's lovely weather out there. It's like cold but sunny, and that's my favourite type of weather, when it's like chilly and you've got to wrap up but the sun's out. Like, I love it. So I thought I would get ready with you guys today, just because I'm going to be trying some new products, and they're from Primark. So I'm going to be trying the Airbrush Foundation, full coverage, weightless, and I've got this in the shade Cool Beige. And I'm going to be trying the liquid concealer, medium coverage with caffeine and vitamin E, and I got this in the shade Ivory. Not sure what they're going to be like. The concealer was £2.50 and the foundation was £6. I've also got this that I might give a try today as well. Lip exfoliator and plumping lip gloss. And this was £3. So this is the exfoliator. It's got little, you know, like the little bits in, so you can just exfoliate your lips. Okay. Quite a nice, it's very cooling, like it feels cold on my lips. I'm not sure it necessarily does much, but it does make them feel like nice, like it makes them feel fresh. So, you know, there we go, there's that. I'm just gonna prime, and this is actually a Primark product, but I've used it for so long, like it's not a first impressions. And it's just the vitamin enriched moisturising primer, which if you've watched my videos before, you'll know that this is what I use. Once again, I'm no makeup artist. I am the most average, maybe even below average when it comes to makeup. I just thought it would be fun to try. The concealer I normally always use is the Maybelline Eraser Concealer under my eyes. I mean, it feels, obviously for £2.50 it's going to, so you can't complain, but the applicator does feel a little like, you know, cheap. There's not much sponge on there, if that's what you'd call it. So let's just tap that in. Okay, yeah, I definitely recommend not, if you're the type of person that sort of leaves their concealer on for a little bit to then blend it out, maybe don't necessarily do that with this. Because yeah, it sort of does dry down, which is fair. Probably would not purchase again. I'll use it, use the rest of it up, but don't think I'm getting that again. But hey, maybe it's just me. Plus, remember, all products work very different on different skin. It's coming out now. Yeah. Let's start with just this a little bit here. I think, can we work with that shade? Yeah. Because that kind of actually does match my neck fairly well. That blended out really nicely and very quickly. Can you see? It smells quite nice as well, actually. And it doesn't feel thick and gloopy. That really just like blended out so nicely. It blends out so easily. Wow, I'm really impressed by that. The only thing is, I did buy this in Birmingham and they don't sell it in our local Primark. Okay, right, I'm gonna go off camera and just pop the rest of this foundation on, so you don't have to sit and be bored watching me put foundation on. But at the moment, I am really liking it. So my conclusion at the moment is I really like that. It went on so easily, blended out so lovely. It doesn't feel really thick and tacky on my face. The coverage is good. The only thing I will say personally for me, where I put the concealer, the foundation's not sitting right on top of it. So I possibly, depending how this pans out during the day, I possibly would buy this again. The concealer I wouldn't. It just doesn't sit right. I'm not sure. It might just be my skin. That literally could be the only thing. But, so would buy the foundation again, wouldn't buy the concealer again. The lip exfoliator, I probably wouldn't buy it again because it's not something I necessarily need or would use all the time, but it is really nice and refreshing on the lips. And then this we're yet to see. So I'm just going to pop on my powder, a little bit of bronzer, do the rest of my makeup, and then I will let you know when I'm popping the lip gloss on, and we'll see how that works. I've actually had a few like plumping lip glosses before, and they tingle, but they don't really do anything, so this will be interesting to see. At first I couldn't feel anything. Now I can feel it. Whether it will do anything, I can't see there being any difference, if I'm being honest with you, but we'll see. I'll go get dressed and then we'll see what the situation is. I can confirm it did nothing. It's a cute little lip gloss, but it didn't really make any difference whatsoever. So the only things I would purchase again is the foundation, unless I get to the end of the day and it's worn really terribly. Yeah, the only thing I would get. I literally lost my bank card yesterday and we looked everywhere for it and I could not find it, and then I found it this morning. It's under my Alexa. I'm back from Tesco now, and it was a success, kind of. Honestly, Tesco's is so expensive now. Like, our little shopping basket came to £30, which we thought was a lot. But we're back, and I've just remembered that I took my bed sheets off, and now I need to, like, put them all on. Honestly, I hate when I do that, because I do that all the time. I take them off, and then go out and do something, then come back and realise that I'll take them all off. But I think what I'm going to do now, because it's kind of the first time I've not really had anything to do. Like, I haven't got any work to do, or I have got editing, but like I could do that later. And it's actually only 2:41, so I think 2:41. It's not. 3:41, so it's coming up for 4 o'clock, and I think I'm going to have a shower, and I think I'm going to tan and put on just my old tanning clothes, because I did want to tan overnight, but I'm putting new bed sheets on and I don't want to like ruin them, and if I get my old bed sheets on, I didn't want to ruin those either because I don't want to stain them. Normally the tan I use doesn't stain, but I didn't want to risk it because they were new bed sheets. So I think I'm just going to put some tan on. Normally I would like it to develop for a good like 10 hours, but I'm just going to pop it on in a minute after my shower and then leave it on until like basically leave it on the longest I can, so probably just wash it off just before I get into bed. So, and I think I'm gonna sit and watch a little movie, because it's been a long time since I've like sat and actually properly watched a movie. I always normally have something on in the background when I'm doing something, but I haven't sat down and watched one in a while, and I kind of want to watch a horror movie, to be honest. So I might do that. Change sheets, shower, tan, watch a movie. Also, as you saw in my little shopping basket, well, trolley, I did get my advent calendar today, which I love. I also finished the book. I finished it the other day and I forgot to tell you, and I've now started this one. I'm only 3 chapters in, so I can't really give I'm not really sure at the moment. This one was really good. I ended up really getting into it, and I just binge read the whole end of it because I was like, I need to know what happens. And it kind of, the conclusion had kind of been in my mind for a while, but then I was like, no, that doesn't really make sense. And then it actually happened, like that was the actual conclusion. The only thing I will say is the conclusion felt a bit rushed. Like basically you find out who is doing it, and it just felt very rushed. There wasn't much of an explanation, and then that was that. That's the only thing. Like there was such a good build up, and then not much, if you know what I mean. I feel like there needs to be another part or something, but it was good, but just the ending just was too rushed, I think, for me personally. But now I am on Tag Your Dead, and this is by Catherine Foxfield, and it's basically, what I've gathered at the moment is that each chapter is from a different person's perspective, and there's 3 people in this book. So every chapter, so it goes one person, the next, back to the first, the next. That's what's happening at the moment. But I will keep you updated and let you know what I think of it. One of those days where I just don't like myself very much. So we're just going to pop a bit of tan on and hope that might make me feel a bit better. All showered and everything now, and I've put a bit of my tan on. Hiya, Squashy. And I'm going to sit and I'm going to watch. I've made a little tea and I'm going to watch this. I saw an advert for it yesterday actually, and then it came out today, and it's called Mr. Crockett, and it's basically about like a TV show, and I think the man comes out of the TV show and basically like kidnaps children, which is, I mean, a bit creepy, not great, is it? But I'm gonna see if it's any good, and it's only you're so cute. You're so cute. So yeah, I'm gonna sit and watch that, and I'll let you know if it's any good, or I mean, because horror films can be, I mean, I feel like it's very like they're either really good or they're just absolutely rubbish and like ridiculous. But yeah, I'll let you know. Guys, the film's been on for like 5 minutes, and I already think it's gonna be rubbish. It's like one of them films that's like, oh god, I'm not gonna show you because it's a bit. It's one of them films that is like probably got a very cheap budget and everything just looks a bit like. I don't know. What? Yeah. This is weird. Like, what the heck? We're only like 5 minutes in. Oh my gosh. I'm not even going to tell you what's happening. I am in the bathroom and I'm going to show you. Excuse my hair because it's like air dried, so it's gone a bit crazy. But I'm going to show you my new skincare routine. That film, it was rubbish. That's just my opinion anyway. Other people might love it, but I just really didn't enjoy that at all. I was expecting so much more, and I regretted not putting something else on. But hey ho, you live and you learn. So I have been using some new products recently. I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet, but basically I got all of my advice. I've got pretty much all my advice from the woman on TikTok called Natalie O'Neill. I hope I've said that right. So if you want any advice or anything, go and look at her TikTok because so much advice on there. I've actually started using retinol because that's one thing that she really recommended and said that it's like the best thing for your skin or for uneven texture and stuff. So, and then so many people in the comments and things said they started using it and noticed a huge difference. I'm doing this for 3 days, so it's only my 4th day, so I can't say whether any of the products are really working, but hopefully by the end of Vlogtober we can see if there's any changes. I'm also using a barrier serum to lock in the moisture and a new moisturiser, and I'm double cleansing. She advised to use an oil cleanser and then cleanse with a water-based cleanser. Basically, the oil cleanser gets all of the dirt or SPF or anything you've had on throughout the day, and then the water-based cleanser it actually cleans your skin and gets the residue of the oil cleanser off, if that makes sense. So obviously, take what I've said with a little bit of a pinch of salt. Go to Natalie O'Neill herself, go to her page, and you can get a lot more information, but I thought I'd share with you the products that I have picked out. The first thing I'm going to start off with is using an oil cleanser, and the two cleansers that I'm using are just ones that I already have and I've always used. I've never had a problem with them, so stick to what you know, I guess. And the cleanser I'm using is just the Beauty Crop Grace's Faces 3-in-1 Cleansing Balm. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that, put it onto dry skin, and do that. She also said, I can't even express to you, I absolutely love her page. It's so informative. It's not just like use this, she really tells you why. So everything that I tell you I've got from Natalie, so please, it'll probably be better to just go check out her page, honestly. I just wanted to show you the products I'm using. Yeah, she advised to cleanse for like at least a minute, which I am very guilty of, just like going and then wiping it off, but it does make sense to like do it for a bit longer, because then it actually works into your skin and gets whatever out of it, if you know what I mean. I'm going to wipe that off. My hair is so crazy. I need to like pin that back, I think. I'm just gonna wipe that off. There we go, we can kind of see what we're doing now. Let me wash my hands. I've done the oil cleanse. We're gonna go with the water-based cleanser, and this is the No. 7 Dermo Solutions Deep Clean Calming Cleanser Gel. And I'm just gonna do the exact same thing. Wipe that off. Pat your face dry. I'm using my new little face towel, which has got little bears on it, and then it's brown this side. So cute. I absolutely love it. This is the retinol that I'm using, so that is what I use next. And it's just the Inky List Scar Mark and Wrinkle Solution 1% Retinol Serum. I looked through so many serums retinols because I wasn't sure what one to get, but apparently this one's pretty good. They do have another one, but there was better recommendations for this one. And yeah, it does say on the website actually to get like a pea-sized amount. Make sure you're putting it onto not damp skin, dry skin, and then you just put it on. And this is the very tempting bit, because it's very tempting to just like then you'll put your other products straight on top. But I wait 15 minutes to really sort of just let that sit and be on my skin. So I'm gonna let this sit for about 15 minutes, and then, look at my little hair here, and then we will be back to put on the other two products. In 15 minutes now, and I'm just going to put the last few products on my skin. Look at these little sticky out things. The serum I use is the Aveeno Calm and Restore for Sensitive Skin Triple Oat Serum. And I'm just going to put this over my face. It comes in like a little bowl like this. I do 2 little pumps, and then, to be honest, my skin was really dry, and putting this serum on and then the moisturiser I used has absolutely saved it. Like, it feels so hydrated. It's lovely, especially because it's winter and my skin gets so dry. Well, it's actually not winter, it's autumn, but it's getting to the colder months, and my skin absolutely hates the cold months, although I myself love them. Then I put moisturiser straight on top of this, and I'm using the, I don't know how you pronounce this, is it Cetaphil or Cetaphil? Cetaphil, but I'm not sure. The Cetaphil Daily Hydrating Moisture. I will say you only get a little bottle though. This is 88 mils, I think. Yeah, so you don't exactly get much for your money, but it is very good. That is everything done, and then all I'm going to do is pop on a little bit of Vaseline on my lips. Sometimes I use the e.l.f. lip tint underneath my Vaseline, so then it tints my lips overnight. But I feel like they're all right today. There we go, and that's all done. See how we go with it, I'm not sure, but so far so good. Now, before I get into bed, I thought we'd just quickly, while I'm here and got you all set up, we'll do our little motivation quote of the day. And today's one is simply, love is love. And I don't think there's really much more to say on that. It doesn't matter whether it doesn't matter who it is you love, love is simply love. And I think it should be celebrated in all kinds of forms. And I think we need a bit more of it in the world right now, honestly. So if you can, just spread a little bit of love, spread a little bit of kindness. And remember that anybody can love whoever they want. And it's none of your business if you don't agree with it. And you can love whoever you want and it's none of their business. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you tomorrow for day 12. Bye!